Here, your name, what your role was?
My name is Rodney Nicholson. I work on the electrical side of Maxit. So
Okay.
you don't get the power for all your monitors and everything. And
Because that was destroyed too.
Yeah, all of it's gone.
Gosh, man, unbelievable. Who else we got up in here? Couple more guys? Bring it on in. He's being shy. He's being the social media guy. What's your name?
I'm Jerry Lawson. I work on the general contractor side of Moto together.
Yep. So it was all sand washed by the time you were here? Hold that a little closer. There you
It's
go.
like sand washed up on the beach.
Did you guys have to reclaim some of that? Get some of that sand out of here?
Graded out for us.
You did.
Yeah, it was graded out. So the big thing was locating all the points.
That's unbelielievable.
But it's amazing to see it now compared to like in April. You roll in like a big picture you get then. Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is awesome.
Really exciting.
Well, we salute your service. Thanks very much. We got some other guys from Maxon. They do not want to talk. They do not want to talk. I love it. I love it. Well, thanks you. Thanks, boys. Can't say enough. A 75-man crew from Maxon Construction over a course of a week. It's right after Easter, right? Right around Easter time? Yeah, David Eller himself told us he had Easter dinner early, hopped in the 18-wheeler himself with the roof of the starting line structure, and drove the 18-wheeler. And I can tell you, they're in the same area I am. It's about a 7-hour drive to get here. Those are true Moto heroes. Thanks to everybody from Maxon Construction and David Eller of Phoenix Racing Honda for donating his time, his guys. I mean, you cannot tell. It looks like you're looking at the same billboard, the same mechanics area, the same start, but that's all new. Incredible. And that's why that hashtag Racers for Waverly, all that money that was raised went to the town. It did not go to the ranch or the race.
Yeah, you can't stress that. That was donated. I don't even want to imagine what 75 guys paying a salary of a couple grand each for the week.
What that would cost.
They probably got their money, so these guys kind of ate it, but that's just
David Eller just being a good dude.
Awesome gesture.
Thanks, guys.
Right,
nice to meet
boys.
you. Yep. That's an awesome story. And yeah, David Eller, Phoenix Racing Honda, he raced here. He qualified for the race back in the day in his younger days as a motocrosser.
Oh, yeah. The importance of getting this place. He's not missing one. They've not missed one yet in 41 years.
And it would be obviously we could have still had a race if you didn't have a starting line structure or a staging area. You could still have the race as long as you got a starting gate, but it's not the same.
They weren't having that.
No, they got to do it right. Underway here in our senior 40 plus, and you want to take a guess who's in the lead here, Kevin?
Just a wild, probably uneducated guess.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Flying Mike Brown. Let's just random guess.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. You win. Mike Brown out front, and his rival, Chris Kiefer. And Kiefer summed it up very well. Kiefer, who does test riding for us at Racer X and works for a ton of companies in the industry. We cannot disclose all the different bikes you've probably ridden and all the different gear you've probably worn that is actually developed by Kiefer. And his son is racing here, the B Classic. I saw him getting an 11th in a Moto. This is 250B. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Anyway, Kiefer, one of the great personalities of the sport, trying to run with his buddy, but he is in second right now. Michael Stevenson, Michael Mercer, and then we have it. Barry Karsten and John Gruy on the same piece of real estate again. Karsten throwing elbows here. Trying to figure out which KTM rider he's going for. That might be Stevenson. Good battle right now. Karsten airing it out, trying to get a wheel on the inside.
Barry right at home on the stormy beaches of Normandy. He fought in World War II.
Oh, yes, he is a World War II veteran.
Yes.
That's how old Barry Karsten is.
Yes, and World War I, one of the few that actually were in both the Great Wars.
We call him two-time.
Yeah,
two-time World War champion. Two-time.
Barry Karsten, ladies and gentlemen. 127 years old today, folks. Fought with his buddy Barry Higgins back in the First World War as well. Barry's down there cheering him on.
That's where they worked on those ruts, man. That trench warfare there in France and Belgium back in 1917.
Mustard gas, he had all those. They didn't have tear-offs for mustard gas back then.
No, they had a chofa for the mustard gas. What is that doing for you?
Nothing. It's got holes in it, man.
Brown in the lead. He's put 8 seconds on Kiefer, Stevenson, Mercer, Kelleher, Barber, Karsten. John Gruey's actually drifted back a little bit. He's back in 10th.
Oh.
So Gruey's got some work to do before he gets to Karsten.
I remember you guys talking on my way up. I was driving up and you were like, hey, Gruey and those guys are spotting the plus 40 guys 15 years.
Literally.
As is Mike Brown. He's spotting them 10. He's a newbie to the 50. He's a freshman in the 50 class. So they've already got his wedgie and his hall pass, his elevator pass. Yeah, he's gotten dunked in the toilet and all that stuff in the 50 class.
He had to rush?
Yes.
He had to rush to be part of the 50 plus class?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, so Carson's 55, and I think Gruey's 56.
Something like that,
And
yeah.
racing in the 40-plus division. That says a lot about how competitive they are. But some younger guys, not just Brown and Kiefer, but Stevenson in third, Michael Stevenson, Michael Mercer, and Shane Kelleher in the top 5. That's good stuff from them.
Back in the number 8 spot, Beretta, Robert Blake, folks, on the number 64 Yamaha.
Wow. You're in the 50-plus class,
There we
Kevin.
go. I know who
Darn
Robert
close,
Blake is.
bro. Wow.
This year. Beretta. That's when you get a Beretta reference in here. I'm speaking to my Silver Foxes out there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the only guys who would get that are on the track right now. You blew it. You missed your demo.
Nah, there's some 50 guys out there, and Barry Higgins. I didn't have a TV.
Yeah, that's right.
We listen to radio shows, fireside chats.
Norman or George Orwell.
Oh, Dragon toe there, Robert Blake, I think. Beretta. Yeah, almost went down in that sand section in chase of Karsten. That's what you're watching here on RacerTV.com.
Yeah, we talked about Barry Higgins back whenever the plate tectonics and the supercontinent split.
Yes.
Barry was in between Gondwana,
God.
and he
Here
didn't
we
know
go.
which way to go.
We got here.
The continent split apart, and Barry, thankfully, landed on the American side.
That's he was. What do they call that? Pangea.
Pangea. Gondwana.
And I wrote
Well, I don't know
the
which
entire
one.
world was one continent.
I remember
Yeah.
you guys and your extra continents, your 7 continents. I remember walking uphill on Pangea, fighting off pterodactyls. Oh, even dating myself even further. They even teach that in school. The supercontinents. I split apart.
Oh,
He was
Pangea.
right there.
My daughter knows it. Yeah,
She does.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
split
Pangea.
apart.
Yep.
He was up in Alaska. He rode that one in. I met the boys
Went
from
a hook
Benton,
on. Yeah.
and then the rest is history.
Brown leading Kiefer. And Stevenson is in third, trying to figure this battle here. I think that might be Mercer and Stevenson. This will be your battle for third. And through these 10 commandments.
They actually were there when they wrote the commandments. They helped pin them.
Yeah, yeah, he actually was there when they come. Yes, exactly.
The original 10 Commandments.
Well, there was 8, and then they created a few more after a wild weekend.
That was
Yeah.
the Bill of Rights was in there. A couple amendments to the commandments.
Yes. Barry Higgins actually, you know when you have an SOG, there's a reason for it. Thou shalt not covet thy wife. Well, there's a reason.
I was there for that. All right, the 18 on the Cowie. That's Mercer trying to go around the outside and grab a podium. Oh, that would be huge. Try to get that podium position and get some Moto metal hardware. You see who ended up third. This is not 65, 7-9.
It's the opposite of that.
Mercer was fourth in the first Moto. And
Mike Burkeen dipping into the, you can always find him. He's either stealing your chair or your food.
he earned it. He earned it. Where's third? Hans Neal was third. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Where is he? He's 13th.
Oh.
So third in the first Moto is now way back.
That was Bronze Neal. He got third.
Hans and Bronze. Now pump you up.
He got pumped up in this one. He's in 13th.
Might
He's got
be.
some work to do.
That's the problem. He pumped you up. So Brown is putting 5 seconds a lap on everybody else.
What has
Kiefer
Brown
said
done
we
for you?
raced at
Glen
Glen Helen. I edged him, but this is Brownie's Glen Helen, and I don't know if I can beat him here. Brownie just
Not
owns
many
it.
people can.
Nope. And Brown also gave a shout out to the haters on the podium yesterday.
haters?
Yeah, I said that. Yep, to the haters.
Brown, is there haters of Mike Brown?
Well, I think because they think he's too good to be in these classes.
Oh, you're just too good. You fit all the
You're
requirements
too
we
good.
asked.
I know. Those are the rules. They even split every 5 years. There's a sportsman, non-pro division,
Oh, jeez.
and then a pro division.
He enjoys racing his dirt. Where do you want him to do? He likes riding dirt bikes. Obviously, he's not doing this for championship bonuses.
I don't think there's money on
piles
the
of
line.
Cash.
No, for Brown. This battle's still raging for third. It's Kelleher who now has taken it. See him on the Honda. And then the Kawasaki is Mercer, third and fourth. They've both gotten around Stevenson. This guy's airing out the triple in the 10 Commandments. Not bad for a 40-plus class.
No, not at all.
Then Matt Barber is sixth. Robbie McQuarrie. Oh, and it happened, Kevin. Look at the timing and scoring.
Never at 8th and 9th.
We have
no matter what.
Gruey and Carson battling again.
Never fails. I heard you talk about that. One could get the whole shot, lead the entire moto, crash, and fall all the way to 10th where the other one was coming through, and they will finish.
They
that
will
moto
find each other.
slugging it out.
So Gruey has taken the measure of Karsten. And
Sting.
our boy Edward Lee Walston coming up here giving us the joke. Why is John Gruey number 70? That's how old he will be when he finally is unable to qualify for Loretta's.
Great job.
Oh, yeah. People are hyped up because we have another Karsten Gray battle, and Loretta's is official. We've had it in all 3 motos with them so far this week. That's no surprise. All-time classics between those two. Then it's Robert Blake at 10th, Rob Floth 11th, Sean Nutt, Greg Paymart, Donnie Adams, and Ryan Terlecki, David Belly.
Out of Oregon, Ryan Terlecki.
Art Ekman loved to call Ryan Terlecki's name.
He was in my
Ryan Terlecki.
Wow, just all the way back in 28th place.
Just wanted to get it out there.
He was in the 1993 125C class with my brother.
You remember this, Terlecki?
My brother and Kyle was in the top 5 with Terlecki.
Wow. Gonna get Kyle back out here. 2-lap card is out, and I'll head down to the podium, talk to my guy, Chris Kiefer. We'll do a little update on how he's doing. We'll give him his a supervisory report. He's one of our employees at Racer X. How the bike test's going. They don't really care about the Lorettas. We'll just do our, I don't even know what would a real company have? Like an annual review. We'll do his employee annual review.
Right there on the podium.
On the podium.
There you go. I'm going to toss this headset over to my buddy Jeff Hines. Jeff, you can come on over here and talk a little Florida motocross. Come on, man. Don't be, I like you're nervous. You're an announcer by trade. Get out of here. Jeff Hines, welcome to the booth. One of the OGs down in Florida. You handle business down there on the Florida side of announcing, and welcome to the tower at Loretta Lynch. You are here on behalf of Moto Bros, right?
Yeah, matter of fact, we're going to be getting together and doing a few things.
I think so.
Really nice place down there, and had a fun weekend down there, as a matter of fact, so I'm just kind of making my way here. But, man, glad to be here. You know, always cool kind of being on the road and stuff, and just traveling up here, never can't tell who you're going to run into, you know. It was pretty neat. And so stopped this one place, ran into a microbiologist, as a matter of fact. Just met the guy, and I was really surprised. He was quite a bit bigger than I actually thought.
A microbiologist. Oh, there it is. There's the joke, folks.
Sorry, you guys. You know what did I do? Did I knock
the
things
left
out of
channel's
whack
out.
right
Yeah, these
there?
things are all whacked up.
That's my crazy jokes. But I tell you, man, I was just howling yesterday, listening to you guys, having so much fun up here, having a great time, and the wild race, and of course those first motos, getting those first motos and the gate picks out of the way, the computer gate picks, and getting all that kind of out of the way, and getting those first motos, maybe even the butterflies and stuff for some of these riders. Not of course like Gruy and Karsten. These guys out here, and you know, they've been relishing the opportunity to get out here and get at each other, as always, Kevin. But
yeah, they always seem to find themselves here on the track for sure. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. A little hot here.
Yeah,
we're on the fly here doing some testing here.
That's right. Check. Good. But Kevin, it's great to see you, and all you guys looking so fit, happy, and healthy up here, and just you know, in memory of Wayne and everything that has gone on, this place looks absolutely incredible, and I really wanted to be here, and I tell you, it's been like 2001. I rolled up in here and had some real memories of my nephew Brian Gray, and just this, that, and the other, and got a little misty walking around this place. I tell you, it's got real emotions, and you know, it means that much to that many people.
Yeah, you're one of thousands that call this home a week for every year for 41 plus years, or 41 years. It's our 41st running. As we look at the number 30 of Mike Brown. And the 67, I believe that is a lap rider, because he is 20 seconds out front of Chris Kiefer, Shane Kelleher, as we are putting things on the window, making lots of noise. And that's our sound engineer doing that, so he knows exactly what he's doing.
Exactly. Mercer. How about Mercer on the Kawasaki? This guy's been down here numerous times. He's trying to bust on the podium right now, sitting in that 4th spot, and a wheel battle with Michael Pork Sandwich Stevenson out there. Stevenson now on the KTM in that top 5. Yeah. But he had a rough time in that first moto. Some of these other guys had better first moto, so that's kind of what's shaking out right now.
Ehab's having a good time up here.
Ehab is just two-stepping up here. He's just... I think there's free food involved. There's barbecue. Ehab starts stepping up quick when there's food involved.
And that's the checker flag for Mike Brown. He goes 1-1, so the championship now coming into focus for Mike Brown. Not a real surprise. He is so good up here at the ranch. He's a bad dude.
No new news there, right, Kevin?
No.
Wow.
Keeper looks to be our 2nd place finisher. We're looking for the number 65 machine. The Yamaha will come across the stripe.
Talking the talk and walking the walk. Chris Kiefer doing a good job out there. And then Shane Kelleher coming on strong late. Mercer and Stevenson, and then the battle Gruy separates himself, goes to the 6th spot. Robbie McQuarrie up in there, Matt Barber, Robert Blake, as
Loretta.
you've seen, and Karis Karsten in the top 10. So that's really setting the dinner table for a wild moto between these guys. Hey, appreciate you guys letting me up here so fast and have a good time. It's great to see you guys. Megawatt, Rodney, everybody, man, thanks for the big warm welcome. It's really, really good to be here.
Jeff Hines, the voice of Florida Motocross. We are going to get ready to toss it down to our buddy Jason Wygant down there on the podium with a very happy and excited Mike Brown. Jason.
I believe that ended up being a 15-minute moto. I'm not sure how or why, but I don't know if these guys are complaining either because it's 40 plus and it's hot. And in fact, Mike Brown, this dude, he doesn't even go into the cool-down tent. He don't care. So let's just get this going. Another gold medal for Mike Brown. Let's do this first. There you go, buddy. I think that ended up being a 15-minute moto. I think it's supposed to be 20. Do you care, or is it it's hot enough and rough enough?
It is hot enough for us old guys. It is rough too. I haven't rode this late in I don't think a long time, but it was good practice, and yeah, Kiefer kept me honest that time there.
Let me get a little analysis. A lot of riders are telling me it's a little bit harder and more slippery than usual. Do you feel that this year?
Yeah, some areas where it's usually rutted is not rutted, and where it's rutted now it's never rutted, so it's like flip-flopped around, and for sure the start's a little bit harder, and but the rest of the track, I think it's good racing like this. There are some good hard lines. Sometimes it gets too soft, and then for the little bikes for sure, if they go in a different line, they're losing too much time. But here, any line you get in isn't too bad. I mean, you can get in and outside or inside, and for sure the inside's a little slower, but the outside's faster, so it equals out. And but it is different than probably I've ever been here since the 88, 89 era.
Yeah, that might be the big rain we had in the flood last year. Who do you want to thank, Mike?
Just the same guys, Mun Racing, FMF, FXR for having me here for so many years, and 10 years Citizen, and Enzo suspension. It's been unreal. I just got it last Tuesday before I came here, and maybe touched one clicker on it. I appreciate them guys, Will and Decker and Ross, for getting me here on that stuff. So it's all good. There's a lot of sponsors, but I'm sure everybody gets tired of hearing that, but they know who they are, and love you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, Mike Brown, he's undefeated this week. Let's hear it for him. Mike Brown on top again. Yep. And now we get to trash talk here because we bring your buddy up here in a second. He said this is your Glenn Helen. He wasn't kidding. Let's hear it for second place, Chris Kiefer. He said you kept him honest.
No. I mean, you could.
I'm not supposed to give up the mic, but for you, I will do it.
No, no.
No, you're good.
I'm tired, so not a lot to say. I got arm pump. Brownie's unbelievable. It's a fun time. I love my bike. Weege does an amazing job, don't you think? How many years? How many years have you been here, Weege? Let's flip this interview, Weege.
Yeah, here we go. This I started announcing in 04. Okay. I came here in 02, so we're going on a 20-year anniversary.
I tweeted today that you look fresh still. You're not down. Your knee brace is off. There's a lot of concern out there for Weege and his knee.
Well, what it is, I put the mental over the physical. The mental abuse that I was taking, people making fun of me for wearing the brace, hurt worse than the knee. So I hope you're all happy out there. You're going to lead to an injury.
Take that, haters.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you to Yamaha, Dunlop Motor Corporation. I switched to a MX-33, which was the right choice today. KYB, all the guys, Ricky and Gilly. Ricky is Gilly. So
yeah, Ricky, yeah.
Bill and Guts Racing. FXR, of course, for the sick gear. If you guys want to use a code, KKMX35, we'll save you 35%. Weege, you love that.
I love discounts. I'm in.
Big shout out to Yamaha, too, for 2 hole shots. That's one thing I beat this son of a bee at. So 2 hole shots, Brownie. Go ahead. Walk away, Brownie.
You got him. That was really well done. And I said, by the way, they cut that moto 5 minutes short. Do you care?
I'd love that.
Yeah, I thought he was fine with it. Let's hear it for Chris Kiefer, taking second place. Good job. 2 seconds. And I'm looking for Kelleher, our third place finisher on the 88. That was hard earned, man. There was some battling, and he earned that one. Shane Kelleher taking third. Yeah. I'm going to let that sight lap go so you can actually hear some cheers. All right, now that it's quieter, cheer for Shane Kelleher taking third, everybody. What's your situation coming into this race? We got some ex-pros out there. Give me the briefest of your prep coming into this compared to some guys who are full-time riders.
Well, it'll be really short. There was no prep.
All right.
We race on Sundays, and that's about it. So, you know, got tired pretty quick, but we just stayed steady.
Where are you from, dude?
We're from New England.
I can tell, and that's the only place where they still race every Sunday, so good for you guys.
That's right.
Who do you want to thank, Shane?
Factory Connection, FXR, my family, they make every trip with me, my mechanic, Justin, and that's about it for now.
That accent is unbelievable. I love it. Let's hear it for Shane Kelleher taking third in 40 plus. Good times, boys. And not sure how that ended up being a 15-minute moto instead of a 20, but none of these 40 plus guys are complaining when you're riding at 5:30 in the afternoon.